Hi, you guys. It's your boy Isaac&Moore speaking right here, man. AKA Fashion Assassin, representing H-Town, Texas, man. Right now, I'm interviewing with OTR Views.
What's going on, man?
What's going on with you?
Tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Tell us about the brand.
First of all, I just want to say I appreciate you for the opportunity, man, to allow me to be on your platform and everything like that, man. But, yeah, man, this is, Isaac&Moore, man, brand, Isaac&Moore. Professional handbag designer here in H-Town. So yeah.
Okay. So what did you start off with? And when I say start off, I mean like as far as pieces. Like, did you start off with like a shoe, jacket? Like, what you start off with?
Now, the first thing I started out with is shirts. What people doing now?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Buying regular t-shirts.
Heat press?
Yeah, not heat press. Screen print.
Screen print?
Yeah.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, but I've been designing since I was 19, man. I'm 35 years old, so I've been doing this for a long time. So, but I had to predict my future, knowing that I know that people was gonna start doing this. So I had to separate myself from the rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you say took it from t-shirts to real pieces?
Once I started studying the industry that I'm in, I realized that all the greats started off with one thing, and that one thing propelled them to the collection that they have today. Gucci started with travel luggages, Chanel started with hats, Ralph Lauren started with ties, and Burberry started with trench coats, things like that. So I had to find one thing that I was, that I want to be focused on. So I designed like a whole book, and I went to everybody that knew me for designing and everything. In this book, I had like pants, shoes, purses, backpacks, shirts, all these different things like that. But everybody just started pointing to my handbags.
Mm-hmm.
So I started rocking out with that, man. It took me like 2 years from when everybody told me I should go with it to figure it out how to make it. And so yeah, it started like that.
And it was kind of like a lookbook.
No, it was like a bunch of sketches.
Sketches.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you hand draw all of this out.
Yeah, for sure.
That's fire. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now before we get more into that, let's talk about the packaging that you have for it.
Yeah.
I know you didn't start off with that type of packaging. What did you start out with? Was it just like you placed it in bags, or how did you do it?
No, so in 2017, I was wrapping up my product, which is my backpack.
Mm-hmm.
My backpack ended up being the one thing that I'm going to push.
Mm-hmm. So
I was wrapping it up, and to make a complete product is not having the product finished, it's having the package finished with the product.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, so I was traveling so much, just trying to figure out what kind of packages that I'm going to use for it and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I came back to Houston and I stumbled across a wedding invitation.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a small little box, and I was like, that's my packaging right there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So, and not knowing that it was gonna start being the thing, I was just doing that because it was something different I thought about.
Mm-hmm.
Then it started happening from there, man. Like the first person that got the bag, I think, with Meek Mill's. Second person after that, Megan Thee Stallion, started like, I actually had want to do something different, so I said, I'm gonna put a name on it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And once I put a name on it, man, then everybody wanna start following that same kind of like footsteps right there. So.
Right, man. And I'm gonna put some of the images and videos of the packaging. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never seen. So it's custom made. I know. Do you make that?
No, I have a whole team to make it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't, because we pump out so many bags.
Yeah.
So I can't make it personally. I don't do nothing no more.
Okay.
I just, I'm the man with the vision, with the direction, and I get equipped people that's a part of my team to help me to pump out the vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, being a designer, and I see you mentioned a couple of names. Like, how important is that for you to get your brand on people? Like, do you really just focus on people with a following, or do you focus on people with, like, what do you focus on?
I just focus on, my focus is on, you know, I got different stages. You know, last year's was a developing stage for me. I was getting my ideas outside my head. This year is more so awareness. It's not focused on different influences and things like that. It's just, you know, what is going to get this dope ass brand out there and what would it takes. So, and I think what's been happening is like people been loving the box and everybody want to get the box and it travels. See what I'm saying? Just like I met you.
Right,
see what I'm saying?
right.
And you believe in it like that.
Right.
See what I'm saying? And I didn't know you from a can of paint, you didn't know me and things like that. But now we just made a little good bun off of, what I got going on. So.
Right. Okay. Now, how important is it for you, business-wise, like when it comes to the brand? Like, do you think like that you would have to? Okay, starting off, did you think that you would have to put your brand on people, just like give it to them, or did you already come out the gate like, hey, this is the product, this is how much it costs, and so forth?
Nah, I think a little bit both.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I think you build it, simultaneously and things like that, man. You figure out, like Meek Mill's. I was selling the bag, and the person that bought the bag, I was presenting it, and he seen it. He said, "What you got going on over here?" So you see what I'm saying? It just happened. He said, "I'm not buying it, but I'll give you a big shout out," and that's what he did. So, and I think that was more worth it for me than me actually him buying it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it just happened like that. So I just pick and choose.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, that exposure is definitely most important.
No, definitely, man. It just who gonna do the most for what it is and things like that, man.
Right.
And my biggest thing is my story, man. And people really respect the story because it's like the inspirational part of it. It's like I'm not just a black great designer.
Right.
I'm a black designer that's great that went through all the struggles that we all go through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to see a person just embarking in a fashion area, you know what I'm saying, and really good at it, it gets a lot of people hoping and shit like that. So
definitely, most definitely.
Yeah.
So so I know you said you've been designing since you were 19. That's when you start pursuing this.
Yeah.
What kind of struggles would you say that you had to go through while pursuing this?
The hardest thing for me was getting my ideas outside of my head, which a lot of people struggle with today. Like they got these big ideas, but they don't know where to get started, who can help them and things like that. And I think that was the biggest thing for me, is getting these concepts, these ideas in my head out. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as far as 2020 goes, what is your goals for the year? Like, what do you think? Like top 3. What do you think your goals are?
This year, this is gonna be the biggest brand y'all ever seen in your life.
Okay.
I can't even describe it because it hasn't been done before.
Right.
The closest I could really give it to you guys is not in fashion. It's like the movie industry, like how Black Panther did.
Right. Okay.
It felt like it was a sin not to go see that movie.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how it's gonna be with the Isaac&Moore brand.
Right.
You know, it's gonna be something like President Obama running for president. See what I'm saying? And it's history in the making.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So it's not too much a goal. It's just understanding my destiny, man, and understand I gotta do whatever it takes to make that happen.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Most important.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then my last question to you is, what kind of advice can you give, my second to last question, because I got one more. But the second to last question is, what advice can you give upcoming designers and people who are pursuing kind of the same thing that you're pursuing?
I'm just gonna get a general, because it's a principle. It's not, design is a subject of a business. It's still business though.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So I just want to give people, what can I give them is just finding something that you want to commit your life to. And don't try to think for it. Let what you're doing teach you how to become who you need to be.
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, let the business teach you how to become a businessman or a businesswoman. So I'm saying, instead of you trying to think for it, because you don't know it.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like, you don't know what you got going on, but you're learning every day how to do it, how to work the camera, what to say, how to bring certain things out. You know what I'm saying? And by you're gonna be a great interviewer or a great blogger and things like that, man, you gotta keep on committing your life to it.
Right.
And the same thing over here.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Dropping gems, man. No
Yeah.
problem. All right. My last question to you is: I know a lot of, like, you going in your own lane, of course, especially with the packaging. That's still blowing my mind. But who would you compare yourself to when it comes to your lane?
His name is Isaac, and the second person is Moore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I knew you was gonna say that.
And or some shit. Who was the other person?
Yeah.
No, man, like.
Not really compare. I'm really just saying, like, in the same lane, because you, like you said, you don't plan on putting your material in.
No, I get. No, that's a real loud question because, but the thing about it, I'm different, man. Like in a sense, like I admire all the creative people in the world, especially in my lane, in my field. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. I'm just 35. Fashion been going on for over hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's some great people, great creators, great ideas. But the thing about it is, when you I can't compare myself to no one else. Only I can compare myself to what I was born to be. See what I'm saying? It's like, say you was born to get 100 on the test, but you got a 50 on the test, but your 50 was more than everybody in the room.
Right.
You still a failure, even though you better than everybody in the room, but you know it's you not doing what you was born to do.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So my compare is my what God got for me. See what I'm saying? And me doing that. So I'm comparing my life is, can I give it all what I got to get to what God showed me? See what I'm saying? Not what another person has or what another person done.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Great advice, man. Great advice.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, shout out to social medias, man. Where can we find you? Where can we find your material? Where can I find the people that make these boxes so I can make my own?
Right.
And now,
You got it.
Where can we find you?
Everything is Isaac&Moore on all social media platforms. Isaac&Moore.com, Isaac&Moore IG, Isaac&Moore Facebook, just Isaac&Moore. Okay. It's Isaac, ISAACANDMOORE on all social media platforms.
All right, man. We appreciate it, man. Thank you for your time. And
shout out again,
blessings,
OTR Views.
Yes, sir.
I got it.
You got it, that guy.